Hi everybody, this is the video solutions for Unit 3B test review problems 7 through 10. So number 7, it asks us which graph represents a quadratic function with a discriminant value of 0, and we're to circle your response. So the first things first, let's just do a quick little refresher of what the discriminant is. B squared minus 4 times A times C. I like to use parentheses around it. It just helps when you're putting it in the calculator. So now we are asking, when is it 0? And that is when it has one real solution and one x-intercept. So if we look at the 4 of these, we have the first one, and if you notice, 2 x-intercepts, 2 solutions. This one has one x-intercept. This one actually has 2 as well. And the far right has none. So, which one has 1? There it is. And the thing you have to realize is it's not always going to be at 0, 0. You might have a graph that goes something like this, and that would just be the one x-intercept. Again, it doesn't have to be at 0, 0. Okay, next question. If the value of your discriminant is positive, which graph best represents the solution to ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0? So we are going to figure out which graph that is. So when the discriminant is greater than 0, it's positive. And that would mean that there's 2 real solutions. In this case, we take a look at the first one. That has 1. Take a look at the next one, and it actually has 2. Let's look at the other 2. The third one doesn't touch the x-axis. It would have imaginary solutions. So this would be imaginary. The fourth one, take a look at that. That is not a function, not a quadratic. Okay. Let's look at problem number 9. And one thing that needed to be changed on the review, you guys, number 1, we'd like to describe it instead as an imaginary complex conjugates, which the conjugates would mean that there's 2. So we're going to look at this graph on the right. And if you notice, it does not touch the x-axis. It does not have any x-intercepts or real solutions. So in this case, we would choose number 1 and say it is the imaginary complex conjugates. On to number 10. So again, we are looking at the discriminant to give us some information about the quadratic equation. And let's just do our little refresher again. B squared minus 4 times A times C for the discriminant. First thing we should be doing is taking a look and deciding the A, the B, the C. So A in this case is the 5 in front of the x squared. The B is the 20 coefficient for the x. And C is the constant 21. So if we put those into our discriminant, we get 20 squared minus 4. A is 5 and C is 21. And if you calculate that out, it gives us negative 20. Now, just as we did above, we could say what is the nature of the roots and how many. So with it being negative and less than 0, we're going to have 2 imaginary solutions. Now on to the next thing to fill out. Number of x-intercepts. Well, this one doesn't touch, so there are none. No x-intercepts. Sketch the graph. We could have it, if you look at the function, it is pointing up and not touching, right? Because there's no solutions, 2 imaginary. So what could that look like? Something like that. And that would be it. So if you guys have any questions, be sure and let us know. See you next time.